many programs that I watched as a kid. You're probably the same out there as well. But out of all of them, the program with this little tank engine on, yep, Thomas the Tank Engine, of course, was definitely the most, well, the one I watched the most. Definitely my favourite one. I used to have a huge, countless amount of Thomas the Tank Engine videos. I'm pretty sure I definitely had practically all the videos with all the episodes on. I can't really remember when the last video went, when it was like, I think one of them stayed with me until I was like 14 at least, I think. Just a quick look at him, yeah, again just thinking back, because as you all know, of course, this is Bachmann's HO-US Thomas model. Yep, HO scale. Again, looks exactly how he did in the Thomas the Tank Engine episodes. Again, Hornby's model of Thomas is much bigger, of course. Almost looks like it was about, I'd say, the same size as a Hornby Ginty. Some may disagree, but I would think it is a converted Hornby Ginty model. Just to look like Thomas. Bachmann, of course, with with really all their models started from scratch, and replicate the models used back then. Now the face, I thought it looked rather poor at first. It's kind of grown on me, to be honest. Some of that aren't really keen on it, but I'd say it sort of reminds me of the face he's pulling. Well, no, the little picture of Thomas is pulling. When he's sort of looking to the, you sort of have a view of him like that. Or his eyes are looking more towards you, and that's mainly on the Hornby and Thomas and Friends boxes. Only I can't really remember him pulling that look in the Thomas episode. So it's not really. He doesn't really have a memorable, perfectly matching face. Again, the Hornby one is a perfect match. Much better, but he's a good model. This Thomas, he's a really good model. He's a really well, he's quite a pretty good smooth. The layout's not up at the moment. It'll be up in about a week or so. He's a really good model. He's got some nice wheels. Oh, I've also have I do keep him. I've found a way to, in case you don't already know, found a way on making Bachmann's packaging usable again. I'll show you with them already in. Just I more or less just kept half the front part of the boxes, thrown the back part, the coloured picture part away, and just kept this bit to keep them in. So it's not perfect, but it keeps them pretty much securely, well, acceptably safe in. However, the Annie and Clarabelle's faces are spot on, of course. Again, Hornby for these use their their converted 4-wheel coach vehicles. So yeah, one reason again why I've got these is, you know, to just bring back memories. And whenever I run him, I keep thinking back to all the times I watched all the Thomas the Tank Engine episodes. The first one I ever watched, I'm pretty sure, was Thomas and Gordon, when I was like, well, pretty young. I mean, I owned a couple of types of Thomas, sort of like plastic Tomy, something like, yeah, plastic, a few Tomy, I think I had a Tomy Thomas train set, I think. One thing I had was like a big, where it came with quite a large Thomas, big plastic model. Got it when I was like 3 or 4 back in the mid-90s, and it came with sort of big thick plastic track, and you could set it, and you could set it up. You know, I think I got it Christmas. I think I got it Christmas Day, 1995, 96, when I was much younger. The first place where we set it up was behind the settee down in the living room, and all that's left of it now are the two plastic crates, which it came in. Yep, this one here, different colours. Well, the other one we still have it, but this one's upstairs, and I keep some of my train stuff, a couple of rolling stock in there. The other one is kept downstairs in the kitchen, and we keep house cleaning supplies in it. I'm glad we've still got the crates that it came in, at least. Really bring back those times. Again, some of you out there probably the same. You know, most definitely a big Thomas fan when you were young, and had a couple of, you know, again, some plastic or wooden train sets of him. Again, I really can't remember, to be honest, what make that plastic set was. I got some of the writing. I think there's a little bit of writing underneath those crates, but I think some of it's scratched off now, because just got scratched off over the years, and I can't really read it clearly. That's how old it is. But again, it was a big plastic Thomas with sort of like two big plastic wheels, so to run on the big plastic track. Great for little kids to play with. You know, I thought, well, you know, I may be almost 20 years old now, but since I'm such a huge model railway fan, I've got to have a childhood memory running around at least. Cheers, Thomas.